Hello, welcome. Today we are doing partial fractions, which is part of the integration course in mathematics. So partial fractions is when we split a complicated fraction into two, I guess, more simple fractions. So you can see below, this is kind of a complicated fraction and we've split it up into two fractions. So you're going to need some algebra skills to solve this. So let's have a go at solving an example. So we have a complicated fraction and the question is asking us to express it as a partial fraction. So we use the rule we just found. We have x plus 9 over x plus 3, x plus 1. We know this is equal to some value over x plus 3 and I'll use a capital A and another value over x plus 1. So we're trying to determine what this capital A and capital B are. So the first step to figure out the A and the B is to try and get it back to this form. So to do that we need common denominators. Because we have the same denominator now, we can bring the top together. Where I guess a little here for a moment. We know this here is equal to all of this. So we write that x. This is where the algebra manipulation, I guess you can call it, or it's kind of guess and check, kind of. So we need to substitute in the opposite of the plus 1 into this x value, because that's going to eliminate this because it's going to become 0. I'll show you what I mean. If x equals negative 1, negative 1 plus 1 is 0. A times 0 is 0. So we just have everything else left over and we can solve for b. So let's do that. Let x equal negative 1. So then you just sub this in everywhere. Negative 1 plus 9 equals a times 0, because negative 1 plus 1 is 0. B times negative 1 plus 3. So you'll end up with 8 equals 2 times b. So this has disappeared and negative 1 plus 3 is 2. b equals 4. So we have our b value. Coming back to this, we know this is 4. So we've started to split up the partial fraction or the complicated fraction into partial fractions. And this is really useful for integration because then you can easily integrate the fraction as opposed to this complicated fraction here, which is very hard to integrate. Okay, so let's do that same process. We found the opposite of plus 1. So let's do it for the b. We want to find the opposite of plus 3, which hopefully you know is negative 3. So you sub that in. Negative 3 plus 9 equals a negative 3 plus 1 plus negative 3 plus 3. So that's all 0. Because we found the opposite, negative 3 plus 3. Negative 3 plus 9 is 6. A times 2. So A is 3. And that's it. We've solved it. Okay, so we've expressed the partial fraction, we've expressed the fraction as a partial fraction here. If you're interested in other math science videos, watch my other videos, or you can also check out Were Those videos.